public office. It's an amazing journey. And I fought for what I learned as a young person. And so this is my vision as our governor. My mom always wanted the very best for her kids, and she sacrificed a lot to make it happen. I have that dream. I want all Californians to have the very best, because all Californians deserve nothing less than the best. In all my public service, you can see that my work has been about you. You see the other campaigns talking about what people have done for themselves. My work's about you. I'm the most successful auditor in California history. $9.5 million of audit findings, right? Because you work hard for your money. And I'm not going to let government waste your money. I'm going to invest it in the things that are important. Education is number one. My mom always said education is number one. That's why they sacrifice on the As JP mentioned, JP and Alice are extraordinarily generous. They give money to community college students. It only takes $50-something million, right? Our state budget is $199 billion, if you saw the governor's numbers yesterday. We can pay $50-something million to give every person 2 years of free community college. I'm going to make sure that we drop I'm going to open more slots at the University of California and at the California State University system. This state is successful because of the extraordinary talents of the people in this room and throughout the state. We haven't opened enough slots to allow more people into the University of California. And too many people are left behind. And so I'm going to fight to make sure that we open more slots and that we know cost of higher education is too expensive. Over the last 10 years, we increased by over 113%. I'm going to make sure that we dedicate our monies to education. I'm going to make sure that we dedicate our monies to health care. I'm going to make sure that we dedicate our monies to housing. Too many young people aren't staying in California because it's too expensive to rent. It is too expensive to buy a house. Right now, Derek can afford to do it, JP and Alice's kid, but we need the very smartest and brightest and hardworking young talent here in the state of California if we want to go from number 5 to number 4 on the economic list. And then, this is my vision. My family faced a lot of discrimination. You saw it on the ads. We were the first Asian American family in our community in suburban Chicago. I remember as a child of 6, I didn't like going to school because I was going to get picked on. Right? They were going to call me names. Goop, Jap, Chink. I faced a lot of ignorance. They couldn't get the insult correct. And I used to get into physical fights at schools. Right? My friends, brothers, and sisters would pick on my brothers and sisters. Right? One friend would take my brother Bob's lunches, put it on the ground, and stomp on it. And then I would get into a fight to tell him to stop it. Right? And my mom didn't understand, I get a detention because I got into a fight. I want to make sure that no child, including my 8 godchildren, ever again has to face bigotry, discrimination, and treatment. And I hope you all understand that I'm going to transform Sacramento. Sacramento and Washington, D.C. is controlled by the billionaires. All of you, I can't tell you how grateful I am, have given me a fighting chance to win this election. Right? Every election I'm the underdog, and every election so far I've won. We're doing well. Right? Sometimes you see the polls and they get the numbers wrong, but we're moving up. How do we know we're moving up? Gavin Newsom's supporters are attacking me. They're running an independent expenditure attacking me. right? They opened up the committee on Monday. Some of you are going to see their ugly lies. They don't tell the truth. But that's a good sign, right? In politics, that's a good sign. Because when they're attacking you, you know you're making progress. And how do we rise above all of that? Us. We tell our stories, right? In an election, the closest touch wins. The closest touch wins, right? So when you tell, and what you do today, when you tell your friends, I know John. I've worked with John. John's come to our community events. And you know that's different. You haven't seen any of the other candidates in this campaign for governor show up at these events, right? I've been with you for 20 years. I helped set up some of your internship programs. I've appreciated Mary and Noon and others, right? I've officiated your weddings. What an incredible privilege and honor you have afforded me, right? That's what we have that's different. So I am always with you. So what's also going to be different is Sacramento. I am going to bring new, smart, bright community residents to lead the state of California. You work really hard in the communities. It's time we bring new voices, new ideas, new hopes, new diversity to lead this state. When you look at the University of California, up until last year, the most prestigious institution of education on this planet, there were no Asians on the UC Board of Regents. Can you imagine that? The CSU system, largest higher educational system in the United States of America. On the Board of Trustees, no Asians. And I'm not just going to fight for Asians because that's never been my record. Women, Latinos, African Americans, low income, middle income. This society has to welcome the dreams of all people. So I conclude by asking all of you to understand this. Right before us, our very best days are still before us. Everything that we imagine and everything we hope for is before us. And people may not understand my campaign sign, right? Some of you see it, but you haven't thought through it. This is the Route 66 sign, right? The California highway sign. It's shaped like a shovel. It's shaped like a shovel. It was our forebears who built this great state. It's also that ideal that all roads lead to California. That's why we're here, right? Because we chose California to be our home. And we chose California to be our home because we expected it to be the very best place to pursue our dreams. So that's why we're here. That's why I ask for your support. That's why I asked for this last 3.5 weeks. If you haven't registered, please register to vote. If you have registered to vote, ask your friends to vote. After your family and friends and your co-workers and everybody you know, my mom even wears my campaign shirt at church. Make sure they all vote. And then on June 5th, we're going to send a powerful signal. We're going to send a wave that's not just seen in California. We're going to see a wave that's seen all across the United States of America. We're going to see a wave that sends a signal all across this globe. California dreams bigger. California hopes bigger. California is going to bring all its people. And together, we're going to accomplish the impossible. So with that, thank you very much.